we are all multiple identities simultaneously. So I am, for example, I'm Canadian. I'm a husband, a father, and a grandfather. I'm also slightly left-leaning, which surprises a lot of people, thinking all intelligence people are right-wing knuckle-dragging Neanderthals. Uh, and I'm a really bad goalie in hockey. So what is it about these types of memes or symbols or images that you think leads to people to adopt, or to maybe not adopt's the wrong word, to consolidate these identities?
I'm not sure I'm ready to agree with the word consolidate, just because identities sometimes overlap and sometimes they are in conflict, right? So, for example, um, an American identity may be in conflict with a Republican identity if, you know, supporting one means supporting democratic process and supporting the other might mean kind of holding it back.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so I think what memes do is bring one identity to the forefront of the person's I, momentary attention, focus, emotional grip. What makes these mass identities also really interesting to study is that, unlike the more face-to-face individual identities, like being a father or a member of your PTA or a husband, these mass identities, they're so impersonal. We never know
Mm.
all the people who belong to the identity we also belong to, and what's more, they're really diverse. So some Americans are really, really different than I am, which leaves a lot of room for selectively picking and choosing which facts, which ideas, which commitments I can make as an American. And the other really interesting thing about mass identities is that they're by design irrational because we get so very little for belonging. Let's say you're a Christian. Well, that means limiting yourself in certain ways in your behaviors, maybe some foods on certain days or weeks. Maybe you need to get up early on Sunday to go to church instead of sleeping in. So all those things are little sacrifices that you make for the mass identity. What do
Right.
you get in return? Really nothing that economists would write home about.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that these identities are irrational mean that they appeal to our deep-seated emotions. The reason we want to have them is not because we get some tangible benefits, but rather because by belonging we get to vicariously feel like we're great and invincible and will go on forever, and so nothing threatens us as far as disease and decay and death.
Mm-hmm.
And so these trivial symbols and songs and chants, they have the power of kind of luring out of your large collection of identities that one mass identity, and bringing it to the forefront of your attention, and then you're more willing to sacrifice for it,
Mm.
act out on your beliefs, engage in more close interactions with other members of this identity, things like that.